Hello friends, in the last class we were discussing about the meaning of program planning. In today's class we'll be discussing the program development process and the steps in program development. So the basic elements of program planning include situation, objectives, audience, strategy, tactics, calendar or timetable, budget and evaluation. Let us look into one by one. What is the situation? It is the understanding of the situation that leads to the conclusion that is there a problem or negative situation that needs to be addressed, example for production or marketing, needed to reinforce in the ongoing effort and introduction of new technology, for example variety or any practice. The next element being objective. So there are good number of questions that we need to ask ourselves while setting the objectives. The questions may be, what is the desired outcome? Does it really address the situation? Is it realistic and achievable? Can success be measured in meaningful terms? So they are going to, so these are the another important issues that needs to be addressed while setting the objective. The third important element of extension program plan is the audience. The core, it is the extension program define the target communities so that it is the core and essential input of the extension program planning. The audience or the target needs to be segmented. There are various class groups of our receiver who are in need of specific information or who are in need of specific technology, and accordingly we are going to address their needs. The next element being strategy. This is the fourth element, which plays a very dominant role in the process of program planning and its implementation. So that what is going to be our strategy, the key themes and message that should be the part of the program. Then comes to the core issue, which is the tactical issue. The tactics involves using the tools of communication to reach the primary and secondary target community. With the extension input, what is your communication strategy so that ultimately you are reaching your end user or your receiver and they are going to accept your technology or your innovations. The next important element of program planning is the calendar of work or the timetable. These are the proper sequence of activities which needs a compilation of list of all the activities based on the priorities and the available resources. The next important element and the seventh important element of program planning is the budget. Yes, no program plan is complete without a budget, because finance is the important source as well as the essential input for planning, implementation and evaluation of the program planning. Nothing moves without financial resources. Then the next element is the evaluation, wherein the objectives must be measurable in some way to show the program has been accomplished its purpose. The evaluation may be at different levels, maybe in the beginning of the program, after the beginning of the program, during the program or after the program has been implemented. Let us come to the actual steps in program development. So there are 8 steps in program development process which can be broadly divided into 2 parts. The first being the program development process and the second being the program implementation process. The program development process consists of 4 steps. The first one being collection of facts, the next analysis of situation, then the identification of problems, and then the determination of objectives and goals. At the moment when the objectives are being determined, then starts the process of implementation of the program. With the start of development of plan of work starts the implementation of the program process. We are coming out with the calendar of activities, and based on the calendar of activities we are going to execute the program, implement the program for the benefit of our target community, and accordingly it is evaluated and reconsideration and revision of the program is done. If you look at various programs that were planned and implemented before independence, after independence, until date, in all these programs that were planned and implemented before follow the same cycle. May it be the programs like Intensive Agriculture District Program, Community Development Program, National Agriculture Technology Program, National Agriculture Innovation Program, all these programs will follow the same cycle. So, it completes one particular maybe of 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is. Then it ends up with certain outcomes and it gives up some insights and inputs for reconsideration and revision, based on which the previous execution of the program we are going to start with a new program. With this brief input, coming to different types of planning, the process of program planning has been divided into different types. Number 1, it is based on nature. It is further subdivided into strategic, operational, contingency planning. Based on managerial level, again it is of 3 types: top level managerial planning, middle level managerial planning, and low level managerial planning. Then comes based on time. Based on time, program plan could be long term plan, intermediate plan, and short term plan. And based on use, again it is of 2 types: single use and standing plan. Let us look into it one by one. Strategic plan formulated by top level management for a longer period of time, maybe 5 years or more, that decide the major goals and policies to achieve. The tactical plan is concerned with integration of various organizational units, involves resource utilization to achieve the strategic goals. The operational plans are formulated by lower levels of management for a short-term period. It is concerned with day-to-day operations of the organization. It is detailed and specific. Then comes the contingency planning. In some unforeseen cases or unexpected thing happens, or when any manipulations needs to be done, the contingency plan comes into action. Based on timing, there is long-term plan, intermediate plan, and short-term plan. In the long-term plan determines the path for research and developed institutions to reach their goals. It involves a lot of searching and researching, so there is not definite time allocated for it. It may take few years to many years. It also reinforces and makes corrections to the goals as the plan progresses. The next being the intermediate plan. It covers 6 months to 2 years. It outlines the strategic plan that will be pursued. And the third is the short-term plan, which involves plans for weeks or at most for a year. It allocates resources for day-to-day activities and management within the strategic plan. And the last type, that is based on the use, it is single plan and standing plan. Single plan is connected with some special problem. These plans end the moment when the problem is solved. They are further recreated whenever it is required. And the standing plan, formulated once, they are repeatedly used. Continuously guide the extension professionals, include missions, policies, objectives, rules and strategy. So with this, we have come to the end of this session. In this discussion, we have seen that in practice, the steps provide us insight regarding the planning, the program and program planning. Appropriate planning involves holistic approach that leads to overall development, which gives strength to the professionals for achieving overall objective of extension education. So with this, we have come to the end of today's discussion. In the next class, we'll be discussing about various developmental programs which has been implemented before the independence. Thank you.